Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel, and today we've got something a little bit different here. Before we get into the video, though, we're just going to take a look at stats here and looking at the MVP race. Juan Soto's in the lead, Mike Trout out there as well. So things are looking good for us, just trying to get that division. Don't really want to have to be a wild card team again, but we'll take what we can get. Everybody in the starting nine except for Margot, Turing, and Raleigh. Hot. Soto, Nunez, France, Rodriguez, Rivas, and Cabrian Hayes all swinging hot bats right now. Cannot complain about that. Soto average at 317, 35 home runs, and we're just starting the month of August. 94 RBIs, 31 home runs already for Julio. Seeing some pop here out of Cabrian Hayes' bat, 12 home runs. Lots of hits to go around and pretty good averages too. Nunez, France, Rivas has really impressed me, hitting 275. Bryce Terang has cooled down, but he's still doing well. Castillo's the only really hot starting pitcher we've got right now. Logan Gilbert and Sixto Sanchez are on cold streaks. Castillo's leading the way, it seems, in innings pitched. Kirby would probably be up there with him if he weren't injured. Looking at hits allowed, runs allowed, all these good things. WAR, almost a 4-WAR season for Castillo, so can't complain about that. FIPS are pretty good. Sixtos needs to be a little bit better, but we'll take what we can get. So, on to the actual gameplay of today. And this will be kind of fun. We're playing the Angels, 3 games here in Seattle. They're 67 and 54. We're 67 and 55, so a half a game back behind them. Right now the division is Astros, Rangers, Angels, Mariners. So if we can take this series, we can gain some ground and put the Angels in 4th. It won't be easy, though. Jack Flaherty's on the mound. Luis Severino the next day. As we send out Gilbert, who's, like I said earlier, a little bit cold. Kind of struggling this year. Having a down year. But he's still being productive, and he's doing his job versus Jack Flaherty, former Cardinal. ERA not where he wants it, I'm sure. 153 strikeouts, 53 walks, 9 and 13 and 24 starts. So not a great year for Flaherty, but not terrible. But with a rotation like Nola and Severino, Flaherty's a solid number 3. Here's the Angels lineup for Game 1. And yes, I said Game 1. We will be showcasing all 3 games this series, as I feel it is a very pivotal series here against the Angels. Could be a deciding factor down the line. On to the 4th inning. We're going to start things off with the first hit of the ball game for the Angels. Taylor Ward with a ground rule double. And it took them 4 innings to get on the board, but Flaherty's pitching just as well as Gilbert, albeit Gilbert had a perfect game going. So here's Brandon Belt, the DH. 2 outs in the 4th. Slider is low from Gilbert, 1-0. There's another ball as he's starting to miss wildly here. There's a strike. Fastball hits the top part of the zone. A 2-1. And that's hit to center field. Rodriguez roaming over to his right. Makes the catch. And the inning's over. So the Angels finally get on the board. Let's see what we can do here on offense. In the 4th, Soto goes the other way. And there's a Mariners base hit. That's going to be off the left field wall. Soto going for 2. Here comes the throw in. And there will be no throw from the cutoff man. A stand-up 1-out double. Ty France going the other way. And we will not test the right fielder's arm, as that was a wild throw. But I like our chances here, although Ty France is slow. Turang, though, is going to draw a walk. And bases loaded, 1 man out. It's going to be up to Craig Nunez. Mariners have a golden opportunity to get on the board, but a double play could ruin it all and wipe the inning away. Nunez swings at the first pitch, hits it high to right field. Right fielder dives, can't make the catch. That'll unload the. Oh no, it won't. Ground rule double, so Terang got to hold at third. I'm convinced Terang could score with ease from first, so it's 2-0 Mariners. There's a base hit or a ground ball from Harry Ford, and it'll be 3-0 Mariners at the end of 4. To the 7th we go. Gilbert trying to go 7, and he's going to start the inning with a extra base hit given up. This time to Seiya Suzuki. And the Angels are looking to get on the board here in the 7th. 77 pitches for Logan. 5 strikeouts. That's hit past Terang into left. That'll score Suzuki. Here comes the throw, and it'll go to second instead. And so the Angels are on the board. So Gilbert, like I said, picked up a good chunk of strikeouts. 5, so not necessarily, he wasn't dealing or anything, but he did shut down this Angels offense going 7 innings, getting the win in progress, and he looked good. He was perfect through 3 2/3, and then was still able to shut them down after the double in the 4th. There's a strikeout of Melendez, and David Fletcher is the 5th casualty of the game. On to the 9th, 1 man out. Munoz facing Suzuki. Had a double his last time up. There's a strikeout, 2 men out in the 9th. Looking to close this one out here in Seattle. 2-run lead. No Mike Trout in this lineup. I don't know how often he starts, but got the day off today. And Taylor Ward, who's batting in Trout's spot, is quickly down 0-2. Doesn't chase the fastball. Fouled off the slider. Got him, and that's the Mariners winner right there. We take this game, and we leapfrog over the Angels, a half game up on them. They move down to 4th. We take the 2nd wild card, but it's just game 1. So right now it's looking like Texas, Seattle, and then Los Angeles. The Yankees are not far behind, but I'm not really worried about them. We shut down the Angels. Gilbert gets the 11th win. They just get held to 4 hits. We're only held to 8, but we make those 8 hits count as we score 3 runs. To the 2nd game we go. 68 55. They're at 67 55, and this will be a tougher task. Luis Severino is a better pitcher than Jack Flaherty, and we're sitting out Sixto Sanchez. Changed up Sanchez's glove, gave him a teal glove while he's here. Well, I guess it's not really teal. I think in the game it says it's teal, but to me it looks more like a light blue. So here we go. Here's Sanchez's stats. Again, having not a great year. That ERA is nowhere near where you want it to be. Over 5, just barely, but his 8th win came against, who was it? Minnesota. So he's looking to get his 9th win on the season. And then we're facing Luis Severino, and he is having a great year. What a pickup for the Angels. Him and Nola. I guess maybe Flaherty is the 2nd man. So we miss Nola, which is great. But take a look at this stack. Severino's top 3 in ERA, but Chris Paddock, Shohei Ohtani, and Joe Ryan for the Twins. That's a great 1-2-3 for them. Twins have the pitching. Let's see. We'll see, I guess, in the postseason if their offense can hold up. But Sanchez gives up a walk and then a weak little tapper. And one thing I noticed with Sanchez on this start is that his pitches, his command was not there. It was abysmal. Mike Trout back in the lineup here today. He's got a 3-2 count, and sinker misses to load the bases. So not what you want to do to start the game. A walk, a base hit, and then a walk. Here is Taylor Ward. He's going to start the night just like how he ended last night with a strikeout. Though he thought it was ball 4. Fly ball to right center. Margot is there. Runner tags. And the Angels will take a 1-0 lead. And that's 2 outs in the inning. Runners back at the corners. So Sanchez is able to, so far, limit the damage. But his pitches, his command is just not there, as he does limit the damage, getting out of the first with just the 1 run. It looked scary there for a second. So Willa hoping to get on the board here. Leonardo Rivas starting his day off with a 2-out double. First hit for the Mariners. 31st double. Man, Rivas, what a great pickup he's been. Or a great call-up, I guess. I know he's 27, so he's probably, at the end of the day, going to be more of a bench bat once we get the younger middle infield prospects up. But I have loved having him play every day. And I think he could play everywhere. I mean, he can play everywhere, but I think next year we could really utilize him playing everywhere. So we can't make anything come out of the 2-out double to the 4th. Sanchez trying to settle in here. Picks up a strikeout. See, when he could get people to chase his stuff, he was electric, but they have to chase it first. Brandon Belt going the other way for extra bases. And the Angels looking to add on here with a runner at second. Rendon's going to get called out looking. And here we go. 9th pitch to Seiya Suzuki. A chopper to third. Easy play. So 6-0 works out of the 1-out double. Picks up a couple of strikeouts. We're just looking to get anything going to tie this game up. Brian Hayes, first pitch swinging. Hits it high and deep to left field. Left fielder's at the warning track. He slows and throws up the glove. That one dies at the warning track. Brian got a hold of it, but it did not travel very far in the Seattle air. Julio, though, he's going to get a bit extra bases as that's down the left field line and into the corner. So maybe we can get something started here with a 1-out double. This time from Julio, his 37th. Over to third now for Ty France. 2 outs. Severino looking to get out of it. France hits that right at Rendon. Bad luck. And that ends the inning. So a couple of doubles for the Mariners, but can't do anything with them. Craig Nunez now. He was a hero in yesterday's game, and he's going to start the 5th off with the 1-out base hit. Just trying to get something, get a run across any way we can. Cal Raleigh, he's been struggling lately, 0 for 1, but he hits it high and deep to right field. That 96 power will do it, and it'll sail over the right field wall into the seats. 96 pop, if he gets a hold of one, he can send it far. Cal Raleigh with home run number 16. Barely gets out at 367 feet. And not even 100 miles an hour off the bat, but it gives the Mariners a lead, a go-ahead 2-run shot from the catcher. Trying to preserve that lead. Sanchez in the 6th. 1 out for Taylor Ward, and he's going to have extra bases. So he's had a couple of strikeouts this series, but gets on base. 2 outs for Brandon Belt. He had extra bases his last time up. And I was admittedly distracted while I played this half inning, so I didn't realize that he had come around to score. So Belt ties this game up at 6. Severino out for the 7th. Cal Raleigh, though, will draw. Oh, nope, 3-2. So trying to avoid the K. The pitch is a changeup inside. Work the count back from 0-2. And that'll be it for Severino. He gives up a walk. That's his base runner. And here's Tyler Anderson, the lefty. Rivas with 2 base hits, 2 doubles, I believe. And he's first pitch swinging and to left field. No doubt about that one, as that is in the upper deck. 2-run blast from Leonardo Rivas from the right side of the plate. Home run number 6 for the super utility man. And he has given the Mariners a 4-2 lead. We're going to look to keep this lead and take this series against the Angels with a win here, sending Munoz out into the 9th to try to shut this one down as Rivas celebrates with his teammates in the dugout. 2 outs. Seiya Suzuki is the last hope for the Angels. Munoz gets ahead of him 0-1. Hit hard into left. That'll get foul barely. Suzuki just missed extra bases. Called. Oh, no, that's a ball. Slider just misses. It looked like it painted the black to me. And there's a So there's strike 3, but that slider looked like he was even more outside of the zone. So the Mariners get the win, and they take the series here against the Angels. But we still have game 3. Let's try to, quote-unquote, bury this team a little bit. Make it interesting. Take third place. 2.5 game lead is better than a 1.5. So we held the Angels to just 5 hits, 2 runs. Nick Sandlin gets the win. Munoz gets the 33rd save. And Severino and Sixto pitched pretty well. I mean, they pitched similar outings. There you see Taylor Ward had a double, Belt had a double. Severino goes 6 with 6 strikeouts, 3 runs. Leonardo Rivas had 2 doubles and a home run. Julio had 2 doubles as well, and Sixto goes 6, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. On to game 3 now. Sixto leading the way here as the Mariners look for the sweep. All right. Now it's time for the finale of this 3-game set as we look to go for the sweep, only allowing 3 earned runs this entire series. And it's been pretty great. We're going to send Asa Lacy out there. And the Angels will send out Reed Detmers. As it's been close ball games, 3-1 and 4-2. Your scores from games 1 and 2. And I imagine game 3 will be nothing but the same. We haven't seen much of Asa Lacy since acquiring him from the deadline, or in June from the Brewers, or the Pirates I should say. 21 starts for him, ERA around 4.75, so want it to be lower. 25 years old, 143 strikeouts with 132 innings, so I kind of like that. Big fan. Reed Detmers for the Angels is having a similar season, albeit with significantly less strikeouts and a couple of more starts under his belt, but ERA is about the same, just a few ticks lower. And he is a lefty, and I struggle mightily against lefties, so we will just see how that all works out. First batter of the ball game for the Mariners, Margot, is going to hit that to left field, and he will have a leadoff base hit, so all good things here. J-Rod climbing in. First pitch is a slider outside for a ball. The Angels are 6.5 back. We are 5.5 back. But we, as well as the Angels, hold one of 3 wild card spots. Julio swings and misses at the fastball, and uh-oh. Rodriguez is feeling some soreness in the shoulder joint area. It won't appear to be anything that'll keep him out for an extended period of time. However, an ice pack is in his future. So that kind of blows. But it gives us a chance to see Jonathan Clase, who we've had success with in his short time up in the big leagues. Played about 12 games last year. He's been on our bench ever since we got rid of Crawford. And he climbs in left versus left, batting .357 in a short sample size. Hitters count. Good curveball from Detmers. Hits the outside. Class A's last game, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. That's not great, but he's going to pick up a strikeout here. Marco will steal second with ease, and we got a runner in scoring position with 2 outs for Juan Soto. Soto is your front runner for MVP still. First pitch swinging into right center field. Trout coming over, and he still has range. Mike Trout makes the running grab to end the Mariners' threat. On to the second inning we go. 1 out base hit for Anthony Rendon. And the Angels look to get on the board here. Seiya Suzuki up the middle under Turang's glove as the hit and run works to perfection for Los Angeles. And they've got runners at first and second. 2-2 count for Melendez. Left field, that'll drop in front of Nunez. And the throw is off the line, but he tags him out anyways. So good play. No replay, unfortunately, as they decided not to show it. But what a great play from Harry Ford to get the runner out as he was trying to score. Still no score in the 5th. Lacy and Detmers are both looking equally sharp, but the Angels have a leadoff man on. 2-2 for Melton. And he strikes out for the first out of the 5th. Melendez is 1 for 1. And that's to left field. Nunez won't get there. So 2 for 2. Both hits to left field from MJ Melendez, and runners at the corners with 1 out. Lacey picks up another strikeout. Trying to get out of it. It's keeping the game scoreless. However, Horner has other ideas, as that will split the gap and roll all the way to the right center field wall. 1 run scores. Here comes the runner from third, Melendez, and it's a 2-0 Angels lead. Fletcher down the left field line. That'll drop in for a base hit. That'll score Horner. And the Angels take a 3-0 lead here in the 5th. Lacey kind of always falls apart in those last couple of innings that he goes, the later he goes, but he picks up another strikeout. This time Mike Trout is a victim. On to the 6th. Leadoff walk to Brandon Belt. Tapper up in front of the plate. Lacey's got to hurry, and he gets Rendon. 2 outs, runner at third for Melton, and he swings and misses. And that's something that you see a lot of from Asa Lacey, picking up the Ks as he gives up the 3 runs, but all in all, he had a solid day out. That 5th inning has always been kind of tough for him, but he comes through, and he looked good. Here in the 4th, picks up another strikeout. Getting these Angels looking. Mike Trout has gone down a couple of times. On to the 6th we go. There's a 1-out base hit from Class A. Ripped into the gap, or into the corner, I should say. And Class A with a double. Here's Juan Soto. Hit weakly to first. That'll move Class A over to third with 2 men out for Ty France. Here's France. First pitch swinging, gets a piece of the 12-6 curve. Season average, not where it's been in the past few years with runners in scoring position. This year, just a dreadful 208. But that's up the middle. And there's a base hit, and the Mariners are on the board. It's 3-1. So, even though Lacey had a good game, Reed Detmers was just a little bit better, as twice in this game he has struck out the side. Here in the 4th, Soto goes down swinging. That lefty-lefty matchup. Ty France, he's going to strike out swinging here. Is a good changeup. Detmers had the breaking stuff working. Terang is a strikeout victim as well. Good changeup. And then in the 5th, he does it yet again. 10 strikeouts on the day for Detmers. And he was really a workhorse today for the Angels. Like I said, 6 of the strikeouts came in the 4th and the 5th. But he was elite. Margot trying to avoid that K, and another pitch in the dirt. That breaking stuff we just can't lay off. On to the bottom of the 7th. Mariners looking to tie this game up. Barria on the mound, a righty this time. And there's a base hit into left. Might be extras for Harry Ford. And he will cruise into second with a 1-out double. Leonardo Rivas. He has been quiet, or the only one who hasn't been quiet. And there you see his stats against the Mariners, a .452 average, 14 for 31 against Angels pitching, and he's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. He just does not stop. You gotta think, I don't want to adjust the batting order because we are clicking for the most part. That's hit hard, and he will move the runner over, but unfortunately it's 2 for 3 game for Leonardo. But they seem to be clicking, but he's making the case that I move him up. But, maybe put Cal Raleigh behind or at 9th as Margot strikes out. Who knows? But that's for another time. On to the 8th, a beautiful stop by Horner. And the Angels wrapping up this series with some Gold Glove defense. And I love that it just transitioned into the replay. That wasn't my editing, it just did that. So that's kind of cool. But a beautiful play, and the Angels avoid the sweep by getting this final game of the series 3-1. Off the back of Reed Detmers. 10 strikeouts through 6, but Asa Lacy was just as good. 8 strikeouts through 6. Gave up a couple more hits and a couple more runs, but all in all, an equal pitcher's duel here. And let's just check on that J-Rod injury. He's out with shoulder soreness. He will be day-to-day. And the next time on the channel, we will have a series against Toronto. It's a 4-game set. We'll player lock the first 3 games, and then play against Alek Manoah, who's having, yet again, another wonderful season for Toronto. Unlike his season in real life, it's been kind of a rough one for him, but hopefully he can get back on track for the Jays in real life. But anyways, we'll have that next time on the channel versus the Blue Jays. They are the AL East frontrunners right now, so that'll be fun. We have a better record than them too, which is kind of cool. Anyways, that will do it for me, though. If you guys liked what you saw, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, as I post videos as often as I can. With a new job starting up soon, I'm not sure how often I will be able to upload, but I'm trying to stay ahead. I'm about a month ahead as far as recording and getting content uploaded goes. So just bear with me if content does slow down. I'm going to try to keep it as consistent as I can. You just never know with the new life transitions and whatnot, so bear with me. But I will see you guys next time. Take care.